One of the things I absolutely adore about being retired is, I'm particularly retired from my own country, from my home, is being able to make things. And I had a bit of pastry left over, so I thought I'll make a plate jam pie like my mum used to make. Not made one for years and years and years and years, but I'm sure looking forward to eating it. And to add to my jam pie, I've got 3 pork steak pies. And they are absolutely yummy. But I've not finished yet. I'm still at it. Now the jam pie was leftover pastry. My mum would often do that. Make a little sweet for us with leftovers. And this is leftover mash. So salt, pepper, an egg. Mash it up. A couple of tablespoons full of plain flour. And once that's all mashed up, we're going to get the frying pan out and we're going to make potato cakes. Now that's it. How good is that, eh? Potato cakes. Now then, making potato cakes is not difficult. You take a large dessert spoonful of mash, you roll it into a ball in your hand, and you pat it down into a pate, as they say. Dust it with seasoned flour and put it in a shallow frying pan, turning it over after about 5 minutes until it goes golden and cooked and tasty and beautiful. As they say in Wigan, potato cake. And there we are, a plate of potato cakes. Stephen's gonna love those. Absolutely. Now, I've made my pastry. The pastry is very simple. It's whatever amount of flour you're going to use, say 400 grams, use half the amount of fat. So it will be 100 grams of butter and 100 grams of lard, pinch of salt, or in this case, because it's a sweet pastry, a tablespoonful of sugar. Easy peasy. And then about 170, maybe 200 ml of water to get the consistency. I've wrapped that in cling wrap and that is now in the fridge, and that will stay there for about 30 minutes just to relax. Now then, chola cakes is currants. So these currants, let's taste one, are rather nice, but they're dehydrated, they're dry currants. So what we do with them, we get a cup of strong tea, i.e. 2 tea bags. Cover them in the tea. And leave those babies to rehydrate for the same amount of time that the pastry is relaxing in the fridge, about 30 minutes. Now then, to the tea, we've added about 50 grams of demerara sugar, and you can see already how those currants are plumping up. Another 15 minutes to go and we'll start constructing our chola cakes. Can't wait, not had one for 15 years. Now this is a chola cake, and the way you eat this is with a slab of best butter on top. Now inside a chola cake is an absolute feast of currants. I've not had that for years and it's beautiful. Well, there you go. For me, the essence of retirement is doing what you want to do when you want to do it. You're not beholding to a boss or a company. Don't get me wrong, this garden is 2 acres and there's always plenty to do, plenty to occupy my time with. But if I wanted to do cycling or painting or drinking or whatever, you know, then my time is primarily my own. And I enjoy it to the full. One of the things I do enjoy clearly is food, and making the food that by and large isn't available here. You know, tasty treats from home, and hence the jam pie and the potato cakes, the steak pies, the whole host of things. You know, I was at Macro yesterday and I bought some apples because I fancied making some apple pies and some apple crumble. I've not had an apple pie for years. Well, I have, sorry, tell a lie. When I was in Pattaya last, in the seaside restaurant, I did an apple pie and custard, but it was good, but it won't be as good as homemade. So, from a very busy, retired guy in Chiang Rai, bye bye for now.